Hello, this is Gizmo88, and today I'm going to talk about RPG role-playing games. To kind of get started, I'm going to show some pictures and stuff throughout the video of artwork of different RPG games, and I'm going to talk about RPG games, and I'll have a list of some RPGs towards the end of the video. But to get started, to first talk about things, to talk about what actually defines an RPG. A lot of people don't really seem to know exactly what really defines one. I hear a lot about action and adventure, as well as first-person shooters and things like that. And people seem to think that those games are RPG games. They're not. So that was the reason why I'm making this video. Let's go ahead and get on with it. RPG games, what really defines them is their battle style, the way the storyline is wrapped around the game, pretty much how the game plays. For instance, one of the very first features that you'll notice in an RPG is you're going from town to town, or from city to city, or from village to village, and you'll travel through many different areas. And compared to like an adventure game, yeah, you travel through areas, but in an RPG, you can go anywhere you want, and it'd be these like real life villages. People are really living there. You're a visitor to their village or their town, and you're doing whatever you're supposed to do in the game. Also, the battle scenes are much different from any other game. Most RPGs, when you walk into an enemy, you'll have you'll have attack, you'll have specials like magic or special moves, you'll have items you can use. Some games even have where you can defend, and most RPGs also have where you can run from the battle. You don't have to battle, and then you can just run away. When you're playing an RPG and you're in a battle scene, for instance, the Lunar series, you have magic, you have attacks, you can run away, you can use items. If you're playing the Pokemon version series, and that would be like Pokemon Red, Blue, Green, Yellow, or even Diamond, Pearl, etc., etc. In those games, you have just multiple attacks. You'll have usually 4 different attacks, and then you'll have items, or you can run away from the battle. Also, other RPGs would include Chrono Trigger, would also include Kingdom Hearts, the Paper Mario series, Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars. The list goes on. It just goes on. And like I said, I will make up a list. It'll be, like I said, it'll be at the end of the video. But one of the big things is that a lot of people don't realize is they get really confused as to what an RPG is, and that's why I'm kind of listing some games so people kind of get an idea. If you play some of these games, you realize they are much different, and the way they work and stuff. And there's other RPGs as well, but for the most part, it's pretty simplified to that. So when you're playing an RPG, make sure it's an RPG and not, an action or an adventure or a first-person shooter. One of the big things today, the market is just getting flooded with first-person shooters and even third-person shooters. And it's time, it's really getting past time that we get back with the program and start getting back to the adventure games, the action, the simulators, the strategy, the RPGs, all of it. we got so many first-person shooters. When first-person shooters first came out, they weren't that bad. They were actually pretty good. But as time has went on, the entire video game market has transitioned to almost a strict first-person and third-person shooter game, and nothing else. Companies that once made all kinds of different games are making one kind of game, and the problem is it's getting boring. It's getting dull, and at one point people are going to start giving up their games, and next thing you know, there's going to be a video game crash because there's too many first-person shooters. I mean, you know, it probably sounds like I'm just running my mouth and I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to tell you what. When you overload the market with too much stuff, with too many the same type of games, you get what happened in 1983. You get a crash because the market is just flooded. Okay, and that's what could happen if they continue to make all these first-person shooters like this. If they slow down and start making other games and get a variety going again, then that's something we won't have to be, would never even be a concern. But they're going to have to get back with that. Anyway, I'm going to close my video here. And anyway, like I said, here's the list of games. And thanks for watching. And please tell me what your thoughts are. I'm really looking for more subscribers. I currently have 17. I'd really like to get it up to, like, say 50 or even 100 subscribers. And I really like seeing comments. I do try to answer questions and try to help out as much as I can. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe.